Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. Paul Heyman was with Roman Reigns at Bloomberg's Power Players Conference. The wise man made an interesting comment about the original tribal chief and responded to it on his Instagram stories. Heyman has been off WWE programming ever since he refused to acknowledge Solo Sikoa as his tribal chief. The bloodline would take him out, and he has yet to appear on television, even with Roman Reigns returning. However, the original tribal chief has also been absent since the heel faction attacked him. Paul Heyman commented on the Power Players Conference about how there only needed to be 3 heads on the Mount Rushmore, and Roman Reigns was one of them. He wrote trending worldwide in a response to the tweet from Bloomberg Live. You can see a screenshot of Heyman's Instagram story below. It remains to be seen when the wise man will return to WWE programming. Paul Heyman says he has always been a Triple H guy. Paul Heyman seems to be thriving in the era of Triple H, having been the headlining inductee for the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2024. Considering how the wise man has had a long history of on and off conflicts with Vince McMahon from a creative standpoint, it is easy to see how his vision aligns with the game. While speaking on the Not Sam Wrestling podcast, Heyman said he has always been a Triple H guy. I can't speak for Paul Levesque. I don't know when or where he may have garnered that level of respect for me. I can tell you I've always been a Paul Levesque guy. I've always had a lot of respect for Paul Levesque, Paul Heyman said. 32:29 32:45. Fans will be waiting for Roman Reigns to return with his special counsel. Considering that Cody Rhodes vs. Solo Sikoa is the direction being teased for Bad Blood 2024, it could happen sooner rather than later. The WWE Universe is no stranger to massive statements, shocking declarations, and explosive rivalries, but every so often, something is said that shakes the very foundation of the business. This time, it wasn't just any random comment that set the world of sports entertainment abuzz. It was a statement aimed squarely at none other than the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And when Roman Reigns is involved, you can bet that Paul Heyman, the special counsel, isn't far behind. The statement that shocked the WWE Universe, it all started during an unexpected press conference that featured one of WWE's newest signings. An up-and-coming talent who's been making waves on the independent circuit, Shane Daniels. Known for his charisma, in-ring prowess, and a mouth that can rival even the best talkers in WWE, Daniels took the world by storm with a bold declaration. Roman Reigns may be the tribal chief, but the only thing he's ruling over is a kingdom of smoke and mirrors. I'm here to tear down the facade, and I'll be the one to end his reign of terror, Daniels said with a smirk, his voice dripping with confidence. The comment immediately sent shockwaves across social media. The phrase "end Roman's reign" began trending, with WWE fans split between those who admired Daniels' audacity and those who saw him as another sacrificial lamb to Reigns' unmatched dominance. Roman Reigns, the reigning undisputed WWE Universal Champion, has not only held the title for over 3 years, but has also cemented himself as the face of WWE. To openly challenge him, let alone predict his downfall, is a career-risking move for anyone. But for Daniels, it seemed like a calculated risk, one he was more than willing to take. Enter Paul Heyman. When Paul Heyman finally responded, he did so in a way only he could. No tweet, no impromptu backstage interview. Heyman demanded the grand stage of WWE television. A special segment was scheduled on SmackDown, promising a live address from the special counsel to the tribal chief. As soon as the announcement was made, #HeymanSpeaks and #Roman Reigns began trending, with fans eager to see how the cerebral mastermind would handle such a direct challenge to Roman's legacy. The night arrived, and SmackDown was buzzing with anticipation. The camera cut to a darkened backstage area, where Paul Heyman stood, flanked by Solo Sikoa, Reigns' enforcer and cousin, who stared into the camera with his signature stoic expression. Heyman was calm, but his face conveyed a smoldering intensity. He stepped forward, adjusting his tie with a deliberate pause before speaking. Heyman's scathing response: "Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman," he began, his voice cool, measured, and dripping with authority. "And tonight, I stand here not just as the wise man to the tribal chief, but as the advocate for the single most dominant figure in the history of sports entertainment, Roman Reigns." Heyman's eyes narrowed as he continued, "Shane Daniels, you want to talk about smoke and mirrors? You, my dear boy, are the very embodiment of smoke and mirrors. You arrive in WWE with a reputation garnered from independent circuits where, let's be honest, you've never faced anyone even remotely close to Roman Reigns. You come into our world, stand in front of cameras, and with all the hubris of a man who doesn't understand the consequences of his actions, you call out the tribal chief." Heyman took a breath, his tone growing sharper. "Roman Reigns is not just a champion. He is the undisputed Universal Champion. He has crushed legends, he has destroyed families, and he has built an empire that no one, in 01, has been able to topple." The crowd erupted in cheers, and Heyman allowed a smirk to cross his lips, knowing he had them in the palm of his hand. "You, Shane Daniels," Heyman said, practically spitting out the name, "are nothing more than a speed bump on Roman Reigns' road to immortality. You think you can end his reign? The only thing you'll be ending is your career before it even starts." A challenge accepted. As Heyman spoke, the tension in the arena was palpable. This wasn't just another promo, this was a direct response from the most influential figure in Reigns' empire, and it felt personal. Heyman, never one to shy away from drama, leaned into the camera, his voice a chilling whisper. "Shane Daniels, I hope you understand what you've done. You've invited the wrath of Roman Reigns. The tribal chief doesn't take kindly to disrespect. You've challenged a man who has never lost his crown, a man who has beaten every single person who's had the audacity to stand against him." Heyman straightened up, his face hard as stone. "You've made a statement, Daniels. But Roman Reigns? He will make a statement out of you." The camera zoomed in as Heyman's final words echoed through the arena. "This is not a game. This is Roman Reigns. And when he's done with you, Shane Daniels, you will be a name that no one remembers. A footnote in history, a fleeting moment in time. But Roman Reigns? He will continue to reign. He will continue to rule. And he will continue to stand at the head of the table, because he is not just a champion. He is inevitable." The WWE Universe reacts. The segment immediately went viral. Fans flooded social media, with hashtag Roman Reigns and hashtag Paul Heyman trending worldwide. WWE superstars, legends, and analysts weighed in on the exchange, with many questioning whether Shane Daniels had bitten off more than he could chew. Some fans admired Daniels' courage, comparing him to the likes of past challengers who had dared to stand against the tribal chief. Others, however, echoed Heyman's sentiment, believing that Daniels was about to learn the hard way what it means to step into Roman Reigns' world. As for Shane Daniels, he remained silent after Heyman's fiery address, leaving many to wonder what his next move would be. Was he ready to face the consequences of his words, or would he realize that some mountains are simply too tall to climb? One thing was certain, the WWE Universe was watching closely, and whatever happened next, it would be must-see TV. Roman Reigns, as always, remained the center of attention, the dominant force at the heart of WWE, and with Paul Heyman by his side, the tribal chief's reign seemed far from over.